What's up, everyone? It is Mitchell J once again, your scaredy cat guide, and we'll take a quick look at Bitcoin as we normally do, and then I want to talk about a few news items that are out there and how crypto and Bitcoin is just becoming more and more accessible, and I'm almost getting amused by the governments and companies that are trying to shut it out or hate on it or anti-crypto campaign. It's like, come on, guys, that ship has sailed. This is something that is now part of our world, part of our economy. So let's figure out how to make the best of it, how to make it as efficient as possible, how to make it as safe as possible, all that good stuff. Anyway, so we'll look at some news in a second, but first let's take a look at Bitcoin. So yesterday I mentioned how essentially we had sold off early in the day. That was, let me scoot this over. That was this candle. At the time, it was only a few hours old. You can see we did get what I hoped for. We actually did rally up. So after coming down and pretty much giving back everything of this 2 day bounce, closed back above the trend line. Kind of indecision right here, doji candle, and thus far it is moving a little bit higher. This new daily candle literally just opened 30 minutes ago because it is evening time here on the East Coast of the US, and 8 p.m. is when the UTC clock flips to the new day on the TradingView charts. Um, so, as you can see, Bitcoin hanging in strong here, trying to hold this trend line. Bounce around this area. And remember, this isn't, completely black or white in terms of the price point. I mean, I want to see it in this area. You know what I mean? Like, so, if we're here, that doesn't exactly mean I think we've broken trend. If we come down and test this last low of 7,900, then yeah, we've broken this trend. But mixing it up here, it's basically fighting to stay in that uptrend, and we'll see what happens. So, you know, can we get a rally off this trend? That is the next question. So, as usual, know your upside, know your downside. So, upside, boom, this last top. So, 9,800. Need to get back up there before we can try and make a run at 10K. Downside, well, we just talked about it here, but ultimately, I mean, I'd like to see us hold this reversal candle. Like I said, this is a trading pattern that I trade often. So this trade technically is still on. So if someone entered on this close of this candle, which was the entry signal based on the pattern, you would still be in because we've never traded below the low of this candle. You see, we came down and got close, but never breached it. So technically, this in terms of a trading aspect, this trade is still on, and technically it's profitable right now. So, and your upside again is this prior top at 9,800. So, very good risk reward on this. I talked about that yesterday, um, but that's just an example. So we'll see. Do we get a trade entry and hold of the trend all in one, hopefully, or are we going to sell off? I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you, the price action looks pretty mixed. You know, with us essentially breaking lower out of this range. I mean, this was the low of that range that we were in. We were in this range for a couple of weeks, so we broke lower from it. So that technically, is not bullish. So we'll see. Are we going to hit our head on it, or are we going to be able to push higher? So, goal one is to kind of get back above 8,800, which we're not far off of right now. So get back above that, get back into this range so that we can make a run at the top of this range, which, again, 9,800. So we shall see. Kind of a critical point in regards to that right now. So that is what's going on with Bitcoin. I talk about some news. We see, let me bring this up here. Forex. Look at this. Forex platform serving Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley adds crypto trading. So that is definitely positive news. Um, let's take a look. So software developer Tech Systems launched cryptocurrency trading on its white label Forex trading platform. Look at that. May 14th, starting today. They are doing what? Spot trading for Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and Ripple. As I said, clients are Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, GSA Capital Partners, which is a hedge fund. So as you can see, institutional clients. So we have a, um, you know, developed, well-known Forex platform that institutional, traders use, financial institutions, and they're adding cryptocurrency, the ability to trade cryptocurrency. So they would do this. Why? Obviously, because there is demand. So not only is there demand, but they're not going to do this unless they think there's enough demand and that demand is going to grow. Because the bottom line is, established company, forex platform makes money on transactions, and add to that platform. Why? When you can make more money. So clearly they see the ability to generate not only more revenue, but probably a substantial amount more in revenue. So positive for cryptocurrency. I don't see why, companies and governments are trying to hate on it. Cryptocurrency is not going anywhere. It's clearly become a part of our economy, a part of our world. So I think it's better if we all just embrace it and try and make it more efficient, safer, better. And I love that institutions are getting involved in it, because you know what that's going to do? It's actually going to normalize things somewhat. It's going to essentially not suck out the volatility, but get us away from it being the wild, wild west, which is good over the long term, because then now that normalizes it, takes out the fear, and makes it safe for, mom and pop. And therefore, at that point, better chance at having mass, adaptation of it. So this is good news. And we clearly see like crypto just becoming more and more available, more options in terms of how you can buy and sell it, how you can invest in it. So clearly, this trend is still full steam ahead. So until that changes, I can't be, not pro crypto. So that is pretty much it. There's plenty of other news going on and stuff, spewing out from the consensus conference in New York going on right now. But I just wanted to point out this piece of news in particular because, again, it means more institutions having access to investing in cryptocurrency, which essentially means more money coming into cryptocurrency. And that is good for anyone um, like me that's holding cryptocurrency long. So if you are too, we want to see things like this. Anyway, that's it. We'll see what happens with Bitcoin over the next couple of days, if we can hold this trend, and what other news we get out of the crypto sphere and the consensus conference over the next day or two. Until then, I'll see you on the next video. Oh, I'll put links in the video notes as always to all sorts of goodies and essentially material you can reference to learn what you need to learn. All right, see you on the next one.